Hey there, viewers, a Transformers fan or Charlie Young back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Studio Series Volkswagen Bumblebee, or in this case, the version 2 of it. Now, what do I mean by version 2? Well, around the second year, I think it was first year Studio Series, we did get Volkswagen Bumblebee. Here it is. Although it was kind of If anything, watch GCC2224's video on it here. Yeah, that figure was kind of weird. It was like based on concept art, so it had the door wings. The transformation is kind of fiddly. And this is apparently a version 2 released in 2025. Okay. But anyway, looking at the box. So this is like the last ever Studio Series figure to use the Stellar box. Like, Airblink is the last numbered, but this is the last release to use this Stellar box. Before we all, like, switch to that recent style. You know, this style, with the Transformers logo, is actually, like... So, yeah. Anyway, looking at the box here. So we got B in Volkswagen Beetle mode. Number 116. Of course, Bumblebee. This side we got a picture of him. I'm pretty sure that's still a concept art though. So yeah, just got a picture of B right there. The back got him in both modes. My garage apparently, or my garage. But no, it means Charlie as in the character in the Bumblebee film. Like, B's just not hanging out in my garage, it's just a character in the Bumblebee film. And of course, it says he does in the film. And we actually do have the Volkswagen license here. Because I think the Bumblebee film was when Volkswagen was all, yeah, okay, fine, we'll start licensing the... Because for a while they were kind of hesitant, and so was Porsche. It wasn't until Resident Beast when Porsche was all, yeah, okay, sure. Of course, backdrop included, which we don't get now. And of course, for the backdrop, well, it's the garage, or as Mo calls it, a car hole. And yeah, we've got all the tools there. We can just put them in right there. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the backdrop. Let's look at the actual figure. Because I do have a couple gripes. Because this is pretty much just a kind of heavy retool of the original Volkswagen Bumblebee. Like, for example, if I hold this up to the light, he's got what I like to call sunstreaker syndrome, where the painted yellow and the molded yellow are not exactly the same, so it's kind of garish. Like, in person, it's not really that noticeable, but on camera, it's quite bad. Like, you can see right there. So, oof. But, trust me, that's... compared to the other issues that this figure has, that's minor. But looking at the details, of course, it is a Volkswagen Beetle, so it's going to be a fun G1 reference. The tires do have the Volkswagen symbol on them, which is pretty cool. You have this translucent window right there, so you can see the seats. Of course, got the bonnet right there, pretty nice. Got the headlights, the back, which I do have a lot to say about this, which we'll get to soon. Underneath, yeah, it's just a folded up robot. And honestly, this is not really a good roller in my opinion. if anything, he more like drifts along. So yeah. In fact, he wobbles quite a bit too. So yeah. But anyway, let's move on to the accessories. So we've got two. So we got this gun, which compared to the previous version, this is no longer a replaceable weapon. Like the original figure, that was a replaceable arm. Here you just plug it into his hand. And we still got the knife, which I'm trying to remember. Did he use this in the film, or is this the concept art thing? But either way, you can plug this just into the back here. And then with this, we've got a little port here that plugs into here. So if I can actually do this. There we go. We've got the weapon storage, which isn't really the greatest. And speaking of not being the greatest, we've got my biggest flaw. The back refuses to stay in. Like, you can get it in there, but trust me, transforming this figure, it's going to fight you. Panels are going to keep coming undone. And unless you have a complete step-by-step guide like on hand on YouTube, transforming this thing is going to make you want to smash it to pieces. Like, you are going to have to learn exactly how this figure works. And for me, I've just not learned it yet because I don't have the patience. I prefer when transformations are really quick and simple, you know, like, I don't know, the sidestep transformation where that's just oop, 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 there you're done. Here, this figure is so strict on how it transforms. Like, you can see there's a bit of a gap here, because if I try and push that down, it's more than likely going to push out one of the door bits here. So, yeah, this is a transformer I actually dread transforming in. Even with the original version, if you watch JCC2224's video, he's kind of struggling to transform it a little bit. Like, he does manage in the end, and he's even celebrating, but trust me, both this version and the original version are an absolute bitch to transform. Like, I actually hate transforming this thing. But that's transforming him into car mode. So robot mode, honestly, it's not that bad. But I still do have qualms with it. So I feel like I should just show off the transformation, because, yeah, so robot mode, it's not as bad as the car mode. So first of all, I should probably show off the issues I've got. So, as you can see, the back comes on tab really easily, as do the legs. The legs come on tabs really easily as well. And often when trying to just get this tab done, you're going to undo the legs, which, yeah, that's really annoying. But anyway, let's just move on to the transformation. So, let's just finally get this on tab, seeing how it badly wants to. There we go. Undo the doors. Come on. And now it's not wanting to come undone. There we go. So open up the doors. Untab the entire top section and just move that back. The arms, well, you can see that they're meant to tab into the thighs here, as well as these little bits. So just get all this out. And then move the arms down. And inflate them, and the front tires out. The back wheels are just going to push in, kind of like skids, who I always use as an example when wheels transform like this. We can just straighten out the legs. These wheel arches, I guess. I don't know the proper term, but they just fold up. And then we can move the feet down so we can properly stand. These little grey bits can move down. And These gray bits on the thighs actually close up. I think these are meant to represent the seats, I'm pretty sure, but these will just close up. The chest is going to come undone and come down, so you can see this. This is going to come down and tab in to form his chest. There we go. Move the arms down. Fold up the entire back, kind of like most Studio Series movie Bumblebee figures. So the entire back just folds up. These like window sections fold up. And you're pretty much done. Although we still do have the concept art wings, which he didn't have in the film. So what I do is I fold them down as far as they go, and that kind of conceals them. So here we've got Bumblebee in robot mode. And honestly, from all my qualms about the transformation, I say the transformation is the worst part, because both the vehicle mode that we looked at earlier and this robot mode look pretty good, although I do feel the vehicle mode looks a bit better than this. But I do like this robot mode. Now, the back is kind of kibbly. I mean, he's got an entire folded up roof in there. Looking at the head, they didn't actually capture his head pretty well. Unfortunately, you can't take the face off and replace it with a battle mask this time, but ah well. I like what they did with the chest. Pretty much the same as the original version. And speaking of something funny, you see those tabs there which aren't used in this version? They were actually because on the original version, these windows here would fold down and then the door would fold up. Here, well, in this version they simplified it. So it's just the entire, like, that bit of the door folds up. So they actually simplified the transformation a little bit. Because on the original version, the back wheels, instead of just being on the feet, were on the sides. So, yeah. Plus, the arms, like the hands, weren't just demolded in that. Like, instead of being fists, they were like Lego style hands, and they could come off. That original version was kind of weird, to be honest. Like, there's even a gold version that came with like freaking G1 cassettes, which was weird. So, yeah. But anyway, enough yapping on. Let's give him his accessories. So we can just plug the gun into here. You don't have to replace the arm this time. And we're going to take the blade and just plug that into the side there. So yeah. And honestly, I do think that looks really good. Like, I don't remember if he used the blade or not. But still, I think this looks really nice. And I'm trying to see if there's like places to store them. Because I think they originally just like plugged them onto here. I'm trying to remember. But anyway, yeah, this looks really nice. And of course, for articulation, head can go side to side. Arms are on ball joints so they can move. Can T-pose. Ball joint here. Well, there's a ball joint at the elbow, so that can move. Elbow can move. Waist, there is nothing, unfortunately. But he can kick forward, he can kick back. Knee about there. Swivel at the thigh. Bit of an ankle pivot, not that much though. And the feet can move. So you can get him into some poses, although he's not the most articulated in the world. But still, I quite like how this robot mode looks. It's just a shame that if you want to get him into the Volkswagen mode again, you're going to need a lot of time and patience because, I mean, seriously, this guy, you have to have it tabbed in perfectly or else something's just going to come undone. Now that is my biggest gripe with this figure. The transformation to car mode is just... It bloody sucks. To robot mode, it's fine, but the car mode, I just hate it. Like, if you're the type of figure who's kind of clumsy and... Well, I said figure. If you're the type of person who's kind of clumsy and easily breaks figures, keep in mind, this is all translucent plastic, so maybe avoid this one if you're scared of translucent plastic. So, yeah. Would I recommend this? Maybe not. Because it's... Well, we've got quite a lot of translucent plastic here. And while mine hasn't broken yet, that's me tempting fate. That may break tomorrow. I don't know. Just, if you do get this, be careful. But, I mean, honestly... If you're getting this just to display it, maybe just get like that trumpeter kit or something. If you're buying this as an actual transformer, keep in mind the transformation, as I've said, is just... Well, good luck. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah. This has been my review on Studio Series Volkswagen Bumblebee, or the second version. And this is a Transformers fan signing off.